This video will be a tutorial on one of the functions in PES 2012 that I feel are very underlooked and underused, and maybe not used to their full potential. And that button is the pace control button. In PS3, that's the R2 button, and that's used for controlled shot and pace control dribbling. And there's a lot of other things that they're used for and how they can be used, and I'm going to talk about that as well. This video will also be a tutorial on the first touch, sorry, not the first touch, the SuperCancel uses. And you'll see the new and creative ways you can combine these and to get the best out of your game. So here's the tutorial. As you can see, there are 3 defenders, 2 attackers. I have the ball, and my attacker is marked by 1 defender, and there is a defender helping out in space. So I'm going to first show what the button does, and first to tell you what the button does. The R2 button lets you modify the player's position as the ball is in mid-air. So if you pass the ball to your attacker and it seems as if the ball's going to go over his head, you know, over above his head, then you can press and hold R2 and move back, push back or move back with the analog stick to allow him to move backwards into space, so he can then control the ball with his chest as opposed to going over his head. Same likewise, if the ball is under hit and you think he's too far backed away from it, you can press and hold R2 and move him in position towards the ball, and he will move towards the ball. If the ball is too much to his left and you want to move him over to receive the ball, same thing. And likewise, if the ball is too much to his right and you want to control the ball while it's in mid-air, press and hold R2 again and position him likewise. I'll show you exactly what I mean right now. So I'm going to give you all 4 examples of what I just said. So now I'm going to pass the ball to my player. I'm going to chip it to my player, and I'm going to move, let's just say I'll move backwards away. And you'll see as you'll see what happens. I'm going to move away from him, away from the ball. So I backed up. It's very slight. It's a modification. It's not a complete manual control. That's SuperCancel, but I'm going to back up away from the ball again. So as you can see, he's backing away. He backs away from the ball. I'll show it back up one more time. Sorry, 1 second. One second. Okay, you see, the ball was in the air and I backed up. I'm going to show another example. This time I'm going to move forward towards the ball. As you can see, he moved towards the ball and had a collision with the defender. That's not an impact engine, by the way. That's a realistic engine. This time I'm going to move left of the ball. As you can see, I completely missed the ball because I modified my position by holding and pressing R2 and moving the left analog stick to the left to modify the movement of my player. This time I'll move to the right, and you'll get the point of what I'm trying to say. I moved to the right that time. You can move wherever direction you want, 360 degrees. And now I'm going to show you why this is useful. So I want to win a header over my defender. So how do you win a header over a defender, or how do you win a header over an attacker? You have to catch the ball at the highest peak, correct? So if I want to get the ball at its highest peak, I want to move towards the ball, or I want to try to move in a position that I can allow my player to use his head. So I move towards the ball and I win the header. I'm going to chip it again, backed up, and I won the header. I'm going to try that again, actually. I don't think I won that time. I won the header. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Okay, so I tapped the ball. My controller's jamming today, sorry about that. So the ball's in the air, I attack it, and I win it at its highest peak. Again, press and hold R2, try to get the ball by moving forward, and what happened? My player missed the ball completely because the ball was going over my head, and I moved forward. I should have moved backwards by holding R2 and moving backwards. So I'm going to chip the ball again. It's under chipped. I get it at its highest peak, header. Again, back up this time, get it. There you go, see? I backed up, but if I wanted to, I could have backed up a bit less and hit it at a jump instead. I want to jump, so right there is good, see? Again, I'll try again. I want to jump, so jump, get as close as you can to it, so use your head, not your... I'm pressing the pass button, that's all I'm pressing. At its highest peak, header. Again, I want to get the ball on the head at its highest peak. Backed up. I'll try again. This is not going well. Okay, so you see I positioned myself in front of him. Okay, so I'm going to move on from that. You guys get the point. Why this is useful is maybe sometimes when there's no one around you, but you want to control where you want to control the ball, at what part of your body. You can control it with your head, or you can control it with your feet. Now, if I back up to receive a pass right here, my player controls it with his leg, as you can see, because I backed up to get the ball. Now, if I move forward in the same situation, he controls it with his leg again, but if I move up again, you see I'm moving towards the ball to control it. If I move towards the ball and the ball is going high, there we go. See? So it hit off my shoulder. I ran towards the ball, but I moved so close to it that it hit me so high on my shoulder. I'm going to move on to the first touch. Sorry, the super cancel now, because this one's not working out as well. But you get the point of how that can be used. I'll do one last example. Okay, good. There we go. See, I backed up and I let the ball roll. I move to the left. I move to the left. The player will automatically move towards the ball, but if you want to modify it, R2 is the way to go. I move towards the ball. Now I'm going to show you the super cancel. Sorry about that. So, situations where you want to use super cancel. By the way, super cancel is a special control button plus speed burst button. That's R1 plus R2 for PS2 users. It allows you to manually control the ball, the player, wherever you want. So I can go away from the ball. I just super canceled completely away from the ball. You don't only want to use it for loose ball situations. I'll show you some other situations where you could use it. So I passed the ball to my player, but I wanna run and then cut back with it. You see that? So I super canceled and then I came back with it. See that? I did it again. So I super cancel, so I let the ball run, and then I control it where I want to control it. So super cancel, super cancel, super cancel, super cancel, and I can block off the ball, block off the player, super cancel. That didn't work out, but you get the point. Super cancel can be used for that situation too. Also, when you pass the ball to your player's foot, he simply waits for the ball to come, so you can use it to attack the ball. Super cancel, and then I let go of it as soon as I get close to it, so the computer automatically takes control and receives the ball. Pass is under hit. Super cancel. I reacted quickly. I won. Or let's say I want to super cancel and trick the defender. Let's try this. So super cancel. 1 second. I'll try again. I'll super cancel and let the ball roll along completely. So see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing? I'm blocking them off. So I just did super cancel. You can also do super cancel on chips. I find it very useful as well when the ball's in the air to do super canceling, depending on if you want to be very aggressive, and R2 isn't enough of a modifier for you. So super cancel, I got it to space, touch the ball. Super cancel is very useful. You should try to use it a lot. Super cancel, let go of it, and go into the space that I want. Typically, the R2 is the most useful one when the ball's in the air. Allows me to position myself, win the ball at its height. Again, chip ball, hold R2, win the ball at its highest peak. I'm always gonna get my head on it because I want to. There you go. See that? I positioned myself to get it at its highest. I didn't let it control. Now I'll show you what happens if I don't press anything. I just allow the computer to control the ball for me. He won't use his head. Look what happens. First of all, he didn't attack the ball. He did attack it, but it wasn't not what I wanted. So I missed the ball. It was a bad pass. I could have modified it and been aggressive and tried to gain that possession of the ball. Again, I used a bit of a modifier right there, and I was able to win control. I'm going to show you using the modifier to control at my feet instead. So the ball's under hit, I control at my feet. I can back up, but I run into the ball, control it at my feet. That's useful when you want to just control your foot and keep going. You don't want to control with your chest. If you have time and space, you can try doing that. I backed up, controlled my chest. Anyways, that's the end of my tutorial.